Hi everybody, this is Dr. Dalton from Hammond Chiropractic, and I wanted to make a special video for you guys today because believe it or not, yesterday was actually my birthday. Yes, I'm 27 again. No, I actually turned 44 this year and I'm really excited about it because I got to tell you, so far in my life, my 40s have been my best years up to this point. So who knows, maybe it's just going to get better. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But the reason I wanted to make this video for you guys about that is because about 5 years ago or so, I actually started doing something special on my birthday every year that has helped to keep me motivated as far as trying to maintain my health a little bit better. And so I'm hoping it's going to help some of you guys as well. And what I do is every year on my birthday, I do a special workout, and the goal of that workout is to push myself to a point where I can see that I'm actually just a little bit more fit than I was the year previously. And so what I do is I take the entire year to prepare for that workout. So I train as hard as I can, and I want to see little bits of improvement along the way so that when I get to my birthday the next year, I know that I'm able to do more this time than I was the same time last year. All right, if that makes sense to you. And you can use this to motivate yourself to do anything. I mean, if your diet is a weakness, which is something that I'm going to be working on a lot this year, well, I already have been, but I want to work more on it for the rest of this year. But if your diet is a weakness for you, if you're not seeing the chiropractor as often as you should to maintain your nervous system health, if you're not exercising as frequently as you should be, if you're not drinking enough water, no matter what it is that you feel that you're weak on, but you know that if you just did those things, it would tremendously benefit your health, you can use what I'm about to teach you in order to motivate yourself to keep on doing those things and to eventually make it a habit for yourself. All right. So let me tell you what happened this year. I actually had two challenges. I wasn't expecting the one. the one that I did yesterday I actually planned for. But what happened was last weekend I ended up flying out to California. I have a really good friend that lives out there. I've known her since we were kids. We went to high school together. We graduated together. And she moved out there a few years ago. So this past weekend I flew out there to celebrate my birthday with her. Well, we were in Northern California and the mountains are just amazing out there. So one of the things that we ended up doing was we took a hike through the mountains. And let me tell you something. I'm not one who's ever been hiking before. I had no idea what to expect. It was hard. It was a real challenge. I think we went about 5 miles total, and a lot of it was uphill. Some of it was going along the mountain, and it was, if you just moved the wrong way, you could have fallen off, and I was not about to do that on my birthday, of course. So it ended up being a physically demanding challenge for me that I wasn't expecting, but it was good because it kind of goes along with what I was talking about. A few years ago, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. So it was already proof to me that I was doing better this year than I was previously. The next workout that I did was actually at CrossFit, and you guys know that I talk about CrossFit a lot because I go 5 days a week over there. Well, I try. Occasionally I get a little bit lazy and I may only do 4, but I go very regularly over there. And so we did a special workout, and let me tell you, this thing was hard. It was probably one of the most difficult things that I've ever encountered. During the workout, there was a total of almost a 2-mile run. And let me tell you something, out of everything that I do, running is probably the most challenging thing for me. So there was a run, there was a lot of deadlifts, there were some other things that we were doing in between. And it was really a challenging workout. And I actually had them take some video of me, not that you guys want to see me working out. But I thought I would show you just so you can kind of see how challenging this workout actually was. But the run was probably the thing that stood out to me the most because, like I said before, running is actually very challenging for me. I don't enjoy doing it. I find it difficult. I find it painful. I can barely breathe when I do it. But I force myself to do it because the whole point is you want to build your body up over time. And I will tell you that probably a year ago, I wasn't able to run maybe even a quarter mile without having to stop and walk, for at least half of it. I mean, really, I just was never a good runner. And it was never anything that I really did until later on in my life. This time, the total was probably about 2 miles. I know I ran at least half of it, probably even a little bit more than that. I had to walk some of it, and that's okay. Because remember, the whole point of this is that we're just looking for some improvement. That's all I cared about. I didn't have to be perfect at this. I didn't have to be the strongest person in the room. I didn't have to be the fastest person. None of that matters to me. But what did matter to me was that I was at least a little bit better personally than I would have been last year at my birthday. And that was what this workout was designed to prove to me. I will tell you too, with the deadlift, I was able to lift heavier than I probably would have been able to last year. So that was really good. Now we were going light on the weights because the whole exercise was really more of a cardiovascular type of an exercise rather than a strength training workout. But there were things that I was able to do this time that I wouldn't have done before. I will tell you up front that I was not able to completely finish the workout. I did my best. But honestly, before, if I had to have start with the run like we did with this workout, I don't think I would have even been able to make it through any of the rest of the activities that we were doing. So truly, when I look at it from that perspective, I was able to clearly see that I was better off this year than I was last year. So what I want to encourage you to do from this is think about your own fitness level. What are the things that you're not doing that you know you need to do? If exercise is one of those things, create a goal that by your birthday next year, you're going to be able to do something that you weren't able to do before. Now, here's the key with the goal. You have to set it to the point where you believe that you may not be able to do it. It really should be a challenge for you. So for me, that was running. That was what I was looking at this year. So make sure that it feels a little uncomfortable for you and you think, you know what, I'm not 100% sure that I can actually achieve that goal. So I want you to feel that a little bit. And then what I want you to do is I want you to start making a plan and spend the rest of this year training for it, prepare for it, whatever that thing may be. You know, if it's your diet, which is something that I'm going to be working on this year more intensively, because right now working out for me is a part of my routine. I do it every day, no matter what. I don't have to think about it. It just happens because I'm so used to going. So I don't feel like I have to worry as much about that because I'm going to naturally get better as I progress. However, my diet is something that I do want to work on. So I need a plan in place. I need to start working on it now so that next year when I get to my birthday, I can look back and say, yeah, you know what? I'm really doing a lot better with the food that I'm choosing and what I'm eating than I would have been doing last year at this time. So use this however you want to keep yourself motivated through the year so that by the time you get to your next birthday, you're actually a better person than you were this year. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching this video and paying attention to me today, and I hope that you found that helpful. Set your goals and go after them. I'm telling you, it's worth making the effort for it. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later.